So welcome everyone. For some of you may know me as Ninja Penguino, and I used to do a lot of live streaming on Facebook. I've not been doing that for a long time, so you may not know me, and hopefully you will enjoy this video anyway. This is going to be my first video into F1 Manager 2022. Now, as you can see from my display, we are going to try this with Alfa Romeo. Give it a go, see if we can make them podium contenders. So let's jump straight into it. No point me talking any longer, and see what our kind of first little objectives are to do into the save. Right, so name is a good start. I'll put my real name, even though under Ninja Penguino I will put my real name. I don't care if people know. We won't take the guidance. I've played a little bit of this so far. I know what I'm doing. Situation isn't a bad one. So let's have a quick look over at the facilities. Right, so having had a look at our facilities, it appears there is a lot not built or very low level, so we're definitely going to have to start there. So let's start with the team hub. Nice, quick build, 800,000. We're going to go to our operations field. We've got no boardroom, build it. Hospitality area, build it. Helipad, build it. Just build everything we don't have. You know what? We don't have memorabilia. Let's build a memorabilia room. We're feeling lucky. And a tour center. So a lot. We just spent about $3 million there. So what we'll do next is we'll upgrade one of our car facilities. Because again, everything is very low level at the moment. So what I'm thinking of going for is the wind tunnel. A nice big 10 million upgrade there. Not going to complain too much. But it's what's needed right at the start of the season, because we will be going straight into part building. But our next kind of look, we've got so many things being built now, is we'll have a quick look at drivers. So let's take a look at that section. So as you can see with our drivers here, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, I would say two decent drivers to start with. As much as it pains me to say, and I do love Robert Kubica, I think I'm going to have to look at getting a different reserve driver. If we have a quick look at his profile, you know, he is 37, growth potential's low, aggression's low. And he's got a lot of experience to get to his next points. I think it's pretty simple to say that we need to get rid of him. Obviously, it does say the benefits there. He's got 4 years left in his contract. What is Alfa Romeo doing? Got nice little stats there. His 1 point he finished in 2019 with Williams. So yeah, we will look to scout drivers. So we'll come back and I'll show you a few people I'm looking at. So, two drivers we're looking at. The first one, Jehan Daruvala. Obviously, I think that's one a lot of people generally seem to go for. You can see we have started to scout him. Yeah, I think he's a very decent driver, only 23 years old. We've not had an Indian driver in Formula 1 since, is it Karun Karthikeyan? Was he the last one? I know there's been a couple around that time. Pretty sure he was the last one. So we'll do a scout on him and possibly look at obtaining him. Obviously, the reason a lot of people in this game go for him, he is the kind of highest rated free agent, so to speak, you know, with no actual Formula 1 team associated with him. And I'll just quickly show you guys the second driver. So Dennis Hauger, our second driver we're looking at, again, another really good young talent that most people know about, I would say. 18 years old, so he's really young. So if we get a chance to get him, maybe that's the better option. He's not that much worse rated than Daruvala, and obviously 18 has a lot of future potential, especially when, you know, Valtteri, he's getting into his 30s already. We may have to look at a fairly soon time when we need to replace him. But yeah, that's our driver scouting for just now. We can only do 2 scouting at the moment. Yeah, so I'll come back and we'll have a look what's next on the agenda. So, having a look at our picture ratings, we are awful, is the best way to say it. So what I think we're going to put our focus to before the first race is tyre changes. Obviously, everything else is important, but how often are we going to have, hopefully, and this is just my saying, wing adjustments during the Grand Prix weekend? We may, but I hope it's not too often. And tyre changes obviously are a big thing in Formula 1 strategy wise. Obviously you have to have one new compound every race. If you start on the mediums, you go on the softs to the hards, etc. And I think with our staff at the moment, we may have to look at a new technical chief. and new race engineer. But you know, we might give them the first race, see how we get on. But we'll have a quick look at our inbox and see what's being said. So it's our welcome message, you know, just telling us, you know, this is our inbox. Wow, wouldn't have known that. So our calendar, obviously, we have got the aerodynamics period and had just ended and a new one starting. So we will have to move on to our development pretty quickly because we want to make sure we're not left behind. So what I'll do is I'll have a quick look through the car, see what things are needing upgraded, and I'll come back and let you know what we choose. So first one we're going to go for is the front wing design. I've been having a look at the next races. Obviously, it's a while before we're going to get these upgrades. We're looking at about 30 days. So by the time we manufacture as well, we're looking at the Emilia Romagna. Oh, I can't say that. Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Imola. Probably easy to say that. So we're looking at speed performance for that. You obviously got Miami after that, which again has a lot of high speed Spanish Grand Prix. So Monaco not being till the 81 day mark, we don't need to worry too much about low speed currently. So we'll get another part going as well that will help us with low speed. Sorry, not low speed, high speed. Here we go. Underfloor design is what we're going for next. You can see again I'm putting this on high speed performance. I want to really get this car quick. I think that's a big important factor at the start of this game for these lower teams. It's just the speed they have around some of these tracks. You can see the performance upgrade. So we're going to develop that. We'll put 5 engineers on it. So that's going to be 65 days. So we're going to rush this a little bit because I want to get this a bit quicker. We're looking at that. We're basically just getting it from Monaco and then it's pointless at that point. So we are very close to spending our budget. It's okay though. We're allowed to at this point. And our next approach is just to get to the first race of the season. Team wants us, does nobody want to have a kickoff party? Of course we want a kickoff party. Let's celebrate in style. You know, woo woo, new season. You know, definitely be the embarrassing brand new boss. And yeah, that's definitely the best way to kick it off. So we've now had our email to kind of confirm the testing results. So you can see that our acceleration high speed is a little bit lower in the standings compared to others. But overall, we have a decent car. It's just high speed, so good thing that we've put our focus into those areas. And as you'll see, we've had a lot of completed facilities now. If I just head on over, so the team hub's nearly done. Our operation facilities, only the hospitality area left to go. And yeah, wind tunnel is going to be a while. So we'll just keep going on until we get to that first race weekend. So for anyone that hasn't played the game yet or hasn't watched any videos, I'd be surprised because I've been quite delayed to get this one out. A lot more than I would have hoped. But this is your screen that you arrive on for your race weekend. You have your circuit info, give you your lap record, your distances, number of laps, all that good stuff that, you know, us people who like data love to see. There's so much on there, it's great. Historic safety car chances 100%. That is always I don't know if it's a good thing for us. Hopefully we can have a nice calm race. But we move on to our performance targets. Now these are ones that we'll automatically be kind of entered into. So qualifying position is 10th, fastest lap. We're not going to look at that. And qualifying position incentive is our hot streak target. So if we put a slot in, we can choose what we want to do. Now, I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to say we're going to reach Q3 and Q2. So as you see, there's potential reward and potential loss. Pretty simple, obviously. If we don't reach that target, we lose money. If we do reach that target, our sponsors give us a nice bit of dollar. And our finishing position one is 10th. You know what, let's try that as well. Let's put all our money into one bag. And they want us to finish 12th 5 times in a row. So the hot streak one, you know, we don't get any money until the 5 races are up. So that'll be 1.2 million if we consistently finish in the top 12. And it just has to be one driver. So that's our targets done there. Our driver overview, we're not going to change any of that for just now. Unfortunately, that's taking me back to there. I've accidentally clicked race weekend because I forgot to take you to the driver screen. But yeah, we'll get into this one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to blast through practice. It's a bit mundane, so to speak, but obviously I'll do my little set of tweaks and stuff, and we'll come back for qualifying. So we've done practice now. what I did was I made sure I did practice 1 and then I simulated practice 2 and 3. I put a lot of focus into the setup side of it, which you'll see has not been the most fruitful, but we'll have a look at the results anyway. So practice 1, we had 5th and 13th, Bottas and Zhao, then 8th and 10th, and then 5th and 10th. So you can see Bottas consistently in that top 10, and Zhao Guan Yu finally kind of getting into there. So we'll go to continue, and this is where I need to just mess about a little bit. As you can see, some of our stats have kind of moved a little bit. To be honest, we might just do that to bring the straights one back into there. That'll be enough to improve it. And then we will check Zhao's. Again, probably just needs... ooh, maybe not even that. Yeah, let's go with that. Some front wing adjustment there. Just to bring it back in line. So what we'll do now is we'll move on to qualifying and let's see how we get on. Right, so let's send Zhao out first, give him his moment, his debut in the Formula 1 season. And then we'll just send Bottas out not long after him. We'll skip around. Just get them to do onto their flying lap. We'll do a quick onboard with Zhao, we'll see how he gets on. Once we get to the end here. Just give you a quick overview of this first Q1 session. So we're on Bottas at the moment, wrong driver, here we go. Zhao Guan Yu, his first flying lap in a Formula 1 car in qualifying. So he's just come round the last corner of Bahrain there, moving down the main straight. We'll go on to his helmet one. Obviously it will show us purple because he's the first driver around, but it'll give us a comparison to Bottas to see whether he's going quick or not. So he hits that apex on turn 1 pretty well. Bit wide in turn 2 and 3, but he's looking pretty good so far. Absolutely love the quality you get with the cinematic experience in this game. It is something else completely, not what I expect from a management game. So Bottas just about to come through sector 1. He does go quicker, not by much. Let's stick on board with Zhao, just see how he gets on. Bit slow to accelerate there. Come on, Zhao, you got this. This is the second DRS zone on the track when the race gets going. You have one down the main straight and one along this back straight. This final straight here doesn't have one. This is more where people end up preparing to overtake on the main straight. I think he's doing well. Obviously Bottas going quicker. Bottas is the better driver. So it's going to be rare that we see Zhao going a lot quicker than him. But let's hope he can at least put in a decent lap. Hopefully the setups are to kind of their needs and to what they want. He's about to cross the line. What's it going to be? It's at 32.3 and Bottas crosses the line. It's a 31.9, so he's half a second up for Bottas. So we'll just skip on time there. Get him back to the garage to reconfigure the setups. Basically just make sure if there's any slight tweaks we need to make, we do. And then we'll get them out for their second set of laps. So far it's been a really good start in Q1. Bottas is 5th and Zhao Guan Yu is in 9th. So I think I'm going to set it now for the second lap, but I'm pretty comfortable we're going to get through. We're going to go on the same tyre, and we'll see how they do. Quicker. But as I said, I'm comfortable that these are pretty good times already. So no improvements for our boys there. We'll have a look as it comes through. And yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's going to come through. I'm scared. Let's have a look. They're all coming round. Generally a slower drivers behind us. I think they're both comfortably through to Q2, yep. And if anything, that's a good sign for possibly getting to Q3. So we'll take that for just now. Grid penalties, nobody with grid penalties. Who's out? Both Williams, both Aston Martins, and Mick Schumacher. With Daniel Ricciardo nearly losing as well. Let's just very quickly get into Q2 and we'll get our laps going. Just double check with tyres. Yep, fresh tyres. So let's go. Bottas can go first this time. And we'll send Zhao straight afterwards.
Ready to check.
So again, we don't need to really watch so much the onboards of these ones. You know, we just want to make sure we get the laps in quickly, and they're good to start with as well. So we were looking at 31s last time for Bottas, 31.8 this time. Zhao a little bit quicker as well. Really good stuff from our two drivers. Not what I expected in this first race. Obviously, the big boys will come through and they'll smash our times. But that is some good stuff so far. We're going to quickly reconfigure. Basically, you just need to do this every time to make sure they're ready to go out again. Bottas in P3 so far. I reckon some of these guys have been held up by traffic. Zhao in 6th though. Still a really good time. So yeah, we're just going to get down to about the 3-minute mark. We'll go out with everyone else this time, just to make sure we don't hit any traffic, because it was very on the edge last time. Just skipping it down. I don't want to go too fast, I don't want to miss it. Right, let's do it now. And there you go, you can see we timed that, so everyone else hopefully coming out shouldn't encounter any of these guys as traffic. They're going fast enough, I believe. Let's see if our guys can improve the time. So 5th and 7th, pretty good so far. We still got Hamilton down there, Russell behind us. So we could lose a couple places. Zhao going a bit faster in his first sector, as you can see with the green down there. Not in the second sector. Is it enough, though? It doesn't improve, and neither does Bottas. Right, let's hope, then, that we do get that Q3 spot. Zhao's down in 9th. Hamilton may push him down to 10th. He does, but ultimately they're both through, guys. We are through to Q3 with both drivers in Alfa Romeo. That is a fabulous start to the season. Exactly what we wanted. So for Q3, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky this time. I'm going to try and give Zhao Guan Yu the DRS behind Bottas. So we're going to send him straight out one after the other. Oh, he's a bit slow to get out, but hopefully that should give him a little bit of a boost. So in this one, we're not really good. I don't know, we might see a good lap. I'm not sure. I really don't know at this stage. I'm hoping so. Russell's going to get a really good DRS off Zhao, so that's not going to help our case at all. Let's just see where they come out. We'll quickly put it on their timers. Obviously, they're not going to keep purple sectors this time. We've got plenty of cars around. We are hitting some traffic there. Bottas 31.7. That is his quickest so far. Zhao, not so much. Not so much this time. We have a quick look at 132.2. Actually, no, it is still a good time. But just Bottas, just on another level. So it's 5th and 10th so far. We'll quickly reconfigure. I don't want to use another set of tyres, but ultimately, because that will be a race tyre possibly, depending on safety cars and such like. So again, we'll skip along to the end, and we'll get our drivers out for one last lap. See if they can improve. We'll wait till that 3-minute mark. Right, I'm really waiting to be the last cars out. And there we go. Let's see what our boys can do. The boys in Burgundy. Bottas in 5th is an absolute, like, phenomenal position to be in. Above the Mercedes at the moment. Obviously, that could still change in this last lap of qualifying. But you never know. And Zhao in 10th, I'll still give him it. Oh, he's locked up. That means he's gone wide. I think we'll get a replay. We can have a quick look at that. Not fair to berate the guy. It's been pretty good so far. Let's have a look.
Here's the replay. Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
Oh yeah, just went straight on there. That is so unlucky, but you know what? We're not bothered. We are not bothered at all. So we'll keep on Bottas. We will skip on a little bit. I don't think he's improving his lap. Ultimately, I just don't want the Mercedes to go above him. But you never know. They are pretty quick in this. They don't. So he has got 5th in the bag at the moment. Let's see if he improves on his own lap. He doesn't. So we've got an Alfa Romeo 5th and an Alfa Romeo 10th. That is some great stuff. That is exactly what I was looking for in this weekend. You know, a Q3 start. Well, top 10 start, sorry. So yeah, we are going to be in a great strong advantage for this race. So the next thing we'll move on to is the strategy and see what kind of thing we're looking at for our tires. So strategy wise, our automatic strategies are a soft, medium, soft, or a soft, hard, soft, or a soft, hard, medium. Now it's happy to do the soft medium stuff, but that is very on the edge. As you can see, our tires get down to the 30% mark, just in that blue line there. So it will be a lot of tire management if we go for this strategy. Ultimately, I don't think we can really go for anything else. If we went for soft, hard, soft, apparently it's 16 seconds slower. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go with that for just now. Strategy A for Bottas, and probably the same for Zhou. Yeah. Let's go with that. We're happy with the car setups, you know, 86 and 88%. 57 laps of fuel. That leaves us on the edge. Do we want to add another lap in? Yeah, let's just get it up to 110 kilos. Might as well. Our driving options. We're gonna have Bottas pushing hard. You know, I'm gonna have him on less aggressive on the tires because we know they're on the edge, and Zhou, we're just gonna have him pushing on the fuel. So let's get into this, guys. This is the Bahrain Grand Prix of the 2022 season with Alfa Romeo. Let's see what they got to say.
Tonight, as we look at the drivers in their grid positions. And there's Valtteri Bottas. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either
His helmet's a bit high up on his face.
And there's Zhou, down the grid.
Lovely purple helmet Zhou's got.
But we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. And we're just moments
Here we
away.
go, guys. The lights are about to go out.
And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix.
And we're off, boys. Come on, Alfa Romeo. Oh, looks like Ferrari's not got the best start. Come on, Bottas. What can you do from this position? He's trying to go right up the backside of a Ferrari. Let's have a quick on-board look with him. He's got Hamilton on his right. Actually, no, sorry, that's Perez. Is he going to take him into the second corner? No, he doesn't. Zhou is also in a battle with Ocon. I think Ocon's side by side with him. So neither of the boys upgrade to move up a place, but Bottas putting a good fight with Perez there. We're going to leave the ERS off for a little bit, see if they can catch on the roam without it. I like to hold on to it just a little bit. Zhou Guan Yu's already lost a bit of time to Alonso. Or 10th. Oh no, he's catching back up now. It's all right. You know what? Let's be cheeky. Let's put him on overtake straight away.
He was overtake. Copy.
See if we can get Alonso down this back straight. Maybe a bit much of an ask, but he's gonna try it. No, he's not close enough. Let's go back to neutral. Let's not waste too much. Bottas on the hand, 3/10 behind Perez, dropping Hamilton a little bit. So that is a very good sign. Very good sign of things to come. We're going to keep him on pushing. You know what? We'll put him on a bit of overtake. Let's see how much we can close to Perez.
Yep.
Zhou still doing a good job. We're just hold him there for a bit on neutral. Don't want to use it up too much. But here's going to Bottas. He's going to use a bit of overtake to make sure he stays with Perez. Losing Hamilton behind. We've got a yellow flag. That looks like Mick has gone wide. I think that's Mick Schumacher. It is. He's gone down to 20th. So you can see Bottas getting really close now. Zhou we're going to leave just to hold off in the battles a little bit while we focus on Bottas. I don't want Bottas to lose that gap, but he's lost a lot of time in turns 1 and 2. If we can stick with this top 4 and drop Hamilton, it just puts him in a really good position for overtaking rather than defending. Have a quick look at Zhou. Now, you know, we will put him on a little bit of aggression to push and try and catch.
Copy.
And we're gonna, you know, I'm gonna put him on overtake. We're gonna try and get this done before we just move up one place. And look, there's Bottas right up behind Perez. Come on, Bottas. He's using that again. Let's go on board with him. Not close enough at the moment. Can't get the acceleration out of these corners, but he is looking absolutely fantastic at the moment. Now over a second to Hamilton, so the Mercedes being dropped. I'm surprised we got into that position. Zhou having dropped a little bit as well, so I'm going to stick him to deploy rather than overtake to make sure he gradually catches back up. So we want to stick within the second mark. And there's Bottas, absolutely hammering Bottas in the rear. Come on, boss, let's see what you can do. You got a long straight here. Do you have enough to catch? He's getting closer. He is getting very close. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1? Don't think he is. Oh, Perez goes defensive. Bottas right the outside, doesn't go for it. Oh, I thought for a moment there he was going to have it. He will get DRS there though and start to catch a backup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into neutral now. We've kept with Perez. Although he's going to go for another attempt down the outside of Perez. Can he make the move stick? No, I think he's just going to be forced slightly out there. What a move. The Mercedes battling behind. That's giving us a great gap. And there's Zhou. Zhou's gone ahead of Alonso. Is he going to keep it? He does. I didn't even notice that. What a move. And Alonso, oh my god, Alonso, super aggressive. Come on, Zhou. Yes, he has kept it. He has kept that position. He's just got Gasly to get next. We've got a yellow flag again. Is that someone else going wide? Oh, what's happened? What's happened? Who was that went wide? Was that the Mercedes? DRS is disabled. Virtual safety car. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened?
Yeah, copy.
We're going to ignore. We're going to go back and
A little bit of lift off.
save on everything while this happened. So Russell ran wide. Let's have a look because he got slowed right down.
Here's George Russell.
So he went wide,
Wide like that.
bunched it into Hamilton, and then they just kind of stopped on track. Oh, guys. We'll take that though. We'll take that. Bottas still just behind. Zhou up into 9th.
Copy.
We're going to look out for this VSC restarting call. But what a start to the race this has been. Obviously, Zhou still in this pack, so potential 6th position if he can keep with it. Dropped Alonso behind quite a bit. Just want to make sure Bottas is getting some more ERS, because you're going to need that for Perez.
Charge. All good.
Right, the virtual safety car will be ending soon, so let's get our boys back up into their kind of spots here.
Mode race. Copy.
We're gonna get them both pushing fuel, not on tires this time.
DRS.
Come on, Bottas, don't you let me down. He gets DRS, that's good, and let's see where Zhou is. Zhou has lost a bit of time as well. Just gonna leave them as they are. Don't want to push it too much, especially with the Mercedes battling like they were. Obviously, they've really cost themselves with Russell going wide and slowing down. There they go again. Hamilton overtaking Russell. Right, Bottas is right behind Perez again. I think this could easily be in for a move. So we're going to stick with him. So what we're going to do, we're going to put him on deploy if he overtakes Perez. Because then he can power on through and maybe try and catch the top 3, which would be absolutely incredible for a first race. So here we go. Down the main straight. The DRS is open. Perez gone defensive straight away. But Bottas goes even wider. He's surely going to get that done. And he's up into 4th. Right, let's go deploy. Let's push the tires a bit. Oh, actually, let's not. They're pretty on the edge for our strategy at the moment. Let's quickly have a look at Zhou. He is not overtaking anyone yet. And Bottas needs to create over a second of a gap. But Perez obviously got a bit of DRS there. Bottas a lot of work to do to keep this position. The two Mercedes still fighting. That's just giving Zhou a good opportunity to catch. We'll put him on overtake. Trying to even get Gasly at some point.
Copy.
Bottas only half a second to Perez. Still got a lot to do. But we kept him on deploy, and we're probably going to keep him on deploy for a lap and a bit. He's only 1.5 seconds behind the top 3, so if he can get into their DRS range, that just gives us a little bit of a bit of a gap, and Zhao does overtake Gasly before the corner. That I didn't expect. We might have to go back and look at that if it gives us the opportunity to. It was not expected. Yeah, let's have a quick look.
Let's have a look.
I didn't expect that so early. So he's going around the outside of him before we go down into that hairpin, and then he just got him. Great stuff from Zhao. Right, so we'll take him off deploy for just now, because he's now up right behind the Mercedes. Go back to Bottas. Losing time to the top 3 still, so I don't know if we are going to get away from Perez. I think this may be a continual battle. But if we stay up here, I am chuffed with this. I'm going to have to take him off deploy, actually. He's used up a lot of ERS to stay in that position. 1.5 seconds. Hopefully we can use each other's slipstream to catch back up. But let's see what Zhao can do against the Mercedes. Bottas gets the fastest lap of the race so far. What a moment that is. Right, here we go. So that is that Russell without any DRS? It is. Yeah, he has been overtaken by Perez. We're going to stick with Zhao though. As he goes down the outside of Russell, is he going to make the move stick? I don't think he is. You never know though. Go on, Zhao. Both got DRS now, both fighting hard. Is he going to continue to stick around the outside of him? Come on, Zhao, I believe in you, man. No, he doesn't quite make it stick, but that was so good. So it looks like Bottas and Perez are going to continue fighting hard there. We're going to stick with Zhao for a little bit, though, because I'm thinking this is going to be a good race for him. You can see on the leaderboard, Bottas and Perez once again, side by side, getting overtaken. Let's see. So Russell's obviously going to try it on Hamilton again. Zhao's just going to be involved. He's going to stick behind them. You know what we might do? We might just put on Bottas to save the ERS. You know, I'm happy if he keeps 5th. But if we can save a little bit, we can maybe push later on in the race. Zhao at the moment is our priority to get overtaking the Mercedes. At least one to keep in this battle. Right, here we go. Back down the main street again. This may be our main place of overtaking every time. DRS wide open once again. Russell with no DRS. This is how it's going. It's changing places all the time. Is he going to go down the inside this time? Whoa, is he going to squeeze it? He does squeeze himself in. Oh my god. Come on, Zhao. He's still got his DRS open. Is he going to take the inside line and keep that position this time? He's not in the position actually at the moment. But can he overtake Russell? Come on, Zhao. He does. He has taken 7th place from Russell. He's now in a battle with Hamilton for 6th place. Beautiful stuff from our young driver, our rookie of the season. I'm already predicting it, rookie of the season, with a race like this so far. You think back to 2021 in Sonoda, but he finished 5th in Bahrain. What race he had, but this is something else. Here we go. Going for the overtake once again on the next Mercedes, and he does it. So we're going to have to deploy now. We are going to have to push everything we can at this. We're going to go aggressive and everything, because Zhao is going to have a lot of work to do to defend that. Bottas still within touching distance, even while saving the ERS. So here we go. So we are using up a lot of Zhao's ERS. He's going to have a tough fight on his hands. But we're going to keep him going, keep him trying. Hopefully the Mercedes battle each other more than they battle us. And let's see what he can do. So 5th and 6th currently for Alfa Romeo. What a first 8 laps this has been. Exactly what we needed, guys. Exactly what we needed. I think he's going to keep the position. Yeah, he is. Although Hamilton nearly goes up the backside of him. Just need them to battle amongst themselves so Zhao can get away. Don't think they will though, but he's pulling a gap now, and just in this little mid-term section of the track is probably our opportunity to use those tyres to get away. But I feel like he's going to struggle to break that second gap, at least for long term. We may get the second, but then as soon as we have to start saving ERS or fuel, he's going to lose it again. 6/10 though. Not going to get out of this DRS zone either. He's trying to, let's fast forward just a little bit and see where we get to.
Copy.
We've just not really kept an eye there. That's my own fault. Got a bit ahead of myself. So he's going to have to save now. And we're not going to use the tires up too much because they are about level with where they should be. Bottas in a decent position there with his. Right, we'll go back to neutral for Bottas. And we'll see how he gets on.
You can go to mode race. Copy.
So yeah, we're going to just do this for a little bit because at the moment it is going to be quite back and forth until pit stops. We'll just set Zhao to neutral to make sure he still sticks in that battle. Right, so now that we've entered the pit window, we want to look at increasing his gap on Perez. We can push a little bit harder now on everything. We've got spare of everything. Zhao is in a more difficult position because he is in a continual battle here. But I think we can start to push him a little bit more. Actually, Bottas will go aggressive. If we have to come in a lap early, that's fine. We can also double stack them. We have 11 seconds of gap. So let's get Bottas really pushing now for these next few laps.
Copy.
So we got him on deploy, and we don't have Zhao on deploy because he's only got 43%. We may have to get him to save just before he comes in. But look at Bottas, now that we've put him on everything aggressive, he is creating a monster of a gap, nearly a second already. Perez will get the DRS, but hopefully we can break that once we get to the end of the straight. Zhao, not so much, he's going to have a lot more difficulties breaking that, but we're going to give him the opportunity to try. So as you can see, Perez has caught up a bit, but let's keep on going with Bottas just to get that second. All we need, come on, 3 tenths, 2.5 tenths now, nearly. He is pushing so hard, and if we break that second mark, it just gives us the opportunity going into the pit stops to then be on a charge to recatch back up the top 3. We were at 6 seconds behind them at one point. Sainz does go in for an early pit stop. Strategy may be different from ours then. Perez also goes in. Right, this is really key now. So we're going to go back to neutral. I'm going to push on everything else. We don't want to lose too much. I'm not sure what if the underlap or the overlap is the stronger strategy. We may go for an underlap on Zhao because his tires are quite worn. May put him onto the hards and just go for the long distance and see how far we go. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. He's been pushing really hard, doing really well, so let's change this up a little bit. So we're going to go hard tires for his next pit stop this lap. So Bottas still pushing really hard. I want to get him to that lap window, so we're going to just calm down on the aggression on the tires.
We need to get these tires to last.
All good.
So Zhao, we're going to just have him harvest a little bit in this in lap.
Charge on, charge on.
We probably are going to lose a place, but it's going to be worth it. We just need him to save that ERS for his outlap from his pit stops. Bottas, we can keep going where he is. So he's 4.8 behind Leclerc and Verstappen 5.2 now. Christ, that DRS made a bit of a difference. He's in a good, really good position. I can see him taking an opportunity when it arises, but let's just stick with it. We'll just skip on a little bit to 2 times speed. Even 4 times. Zhao hasn't lost the place. He's still going really strong there. So that's good. We'll stick him back to neutral. He has harvested quite a bit there. And he's just at that 30% on the tires. So we're going to have to reduce Bottas down a little bit as well.
Copy.
So, yeah, Bottas still in a good position. Verstappen has pitted. We're going to keep going with Bottas. You know what, I'm going to have to pit him this lap. But we're going to put him onto medium tires as he's scheduled to do. We're just going to have to try and extend the run a little bit.
Okay, Valtteri, we will box this lap.
So here is Zhao in the pits. What's it going to be? Oh, it's not the... Oh, it's 3.4. That is not a good stop whatsoever. Hamilton's going to come past us, isn't he? He's going to go flying past us. So the undercut, a lot stronger here. Ah, that's not good for Bottas because we have Perez behind him. Zhao is going to push though on those hard tires. Let's just see what everyone else went on. So Hamilton on the hards. We got a few different Verstappen on the soft. Sorry, the mediums. Perez on the hards as well. So we could see a good race between Bottas and Perez, both being on different tire strategies there. He is pushing his heart out though, and hopefully we create enough gap. Let's look at the leader gap. So Bottas 5 seconds, Perez 27. So there's 22 seconds, 23 seconds now roughly between them. I don't think that's enough for a pit stop. I think a pit stop's about 25. But let's stick on board with him, see where we come out for this one. Come on, guys. Let's get a good pit stop. That is where we're weak at the moment. We were trying to build that up. Trying to get the pit crew better. Let's go back to the intervals. It's so quiet. So nerve-wracking. Russell hasn't been in the pits yet, I don't think. Or has he? Maybe he has. No, Russell's not, but Russell is pushing his tires a lot. Here we go. Where's Perez? I think he's just there. Oh my god, this is gonna be close. Come on. No, Bottas. No. Right, we've got a lot of work to do now then. We're not going to push the tires. We're just going to push the fuel. Leave ERS for the moment. We are on the stronger tire compound. Zhou got a lot of work to do to catch up with Hamilton. 1.9 seconds behind. Russell surely is going to lose time to us. Let's just stick with Bottas, because Perez has now got ahead of both drivers who'll probably be pitting this lap. What's Bottas going to do? Can he overtake them as well? Hopefully in the DRS zone it's an easy job on stronger, fresher tires. Yeah, look at that. He's right behind them. Sure, this is going to be easy overtake. He's going to lose a lot of time waiting to get past. Come on, Bottas. Show us what you can do. We need you to move up as quick as possible. Oh, it's not looking good. Right. Zhou, what are you up to? You're just sticking with them for the, well, as best you can. So if I just double check, yeah, Hamilton and Zhou on the same tires. It's just Bottas, who is slightly different from Perez. We're going to try and make those mediums last. So we're not going to push too much now, Zhou, on those tires. It's going to be a long distance stint, this one. Bottas still stuck behind these guys. Hopefully they dive off into the pits. Please, guys, please. Nope, they're still going. Come on, Bottas. I need you to do something here. It's not working. They've both got DRS on Perez as well. This is holding us up. This masterclass strategy not coming into play now. Let's see a bit of overtake, see if we can use that.
And remember to use overtake.
He's going for the overtake. Is he going to actually go for it? He does, and that was an easy move for him. Right, now let's get the McLaren. So I keep forgetting to check tires. So Ricardo and Tsunoda are both on soft. He made them last a surprisingly long time.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
But we're going to do the same again. We're going to use overtake because we just can't lose that time to Perez. We need to stay within his DRS range. So let's stick on overtake now.
Use overtake. Copy.
Come on, here we go. Sector 2, there's a yellow flag. That is Ocon. Ocon has managed to go off. He's locked up. There you go. That's confirmation of that. Now Bottas really has not a lot of ERS left. So let's just quickly put him on aggressive. Catch up with Perez and get to DRS. And hopefully with the tyre advantage, he should be able to make a move.
That was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Zhou not really in a position to catch Hamilton. Obviously the advantage we had last time was he was in a battle with a lot of cars, all getting DRS trains. That's what kept us alive there. But if Zhou sticks with this, I'll be happy. So we're going to put a lot of focus on Bottas now. You see those two cars going in. Bottas pushing hard to catch up with Perez. What we'll do is we will harvest ERS. We'll get him loads of that, and we'll come back to when we're in a position to attack. So we've come back half a lap later, and he's already right behind Perez. This is really good. Didn't even have to. I was saving ERS, thinking he wouldn't catch that quick. But here we go. He's going to go for it. Is he actually going to get the move done? We're going to put him down to standard on the tyres because we can't use them too much. He's not going to get it done there, but what about into turn 4? So he's going to go around the outside. We're going to stick him on deploy in case he can't get past. And he does. He makes that really easy. So let's keep pushing. So Zhao actually lost a place in there as well with Norris because we did put him on a bit of saving as well. This is going to be their battle. So I'm going to leave him there for a little bit. I can't risk using his ERS yet. But let's see what Bottas can do to pull away from Perez. So we got another yellow flag.
No more overtake.
My mistake there. Always forgetting to look at that ERS. So Verstappen actually locked up. So he is now a lot closer. We could potentially get into a battle for 3rd place. Not going to jinx myself yet though, because Bottas has a long way to go. Zhao as well, on the other hand, battling for 7th. Should get Norris on this lap. I don't see why he wouldn't. Norris with absolutely nothing to defend. So let's just put Zhao on an aggressive strategy here. And oh, Alonso trying it there as well. And I think that actually pushed him into a kind of gap there. Yeah, it did. So because Alonso tried that, he ended up coming to a near complete stop. So let's go and deploy. And let's just get Zhao really creating a good gap there. Bottas not able to really get away from Perez. 3.6 to Verstappen. Not bad. Don't really... Well, you know what? We can't put him on aggressive. We're gonna have to again stick this strategy section out a little bit and see where we come out as. Oh, Perez going around the outside. I don't want to take my eyes off this. Bottas is giving everything he's got to get 4th place, and what first result that would be if he could.
We are P5.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to. We're gonna go back onto a bit of ERS saving, stick with the fuel and balance, and see where we can get. Zhao, I think we can put his tires down. We'll keep him pushing on the fuel,
Need some lift off.
and now we'll get him to harvest a little bit on his battle to catch Hamilton.
Good job, Joel.
Nice work.
So in Bottas's battle for position, we've been just saving and saving on the ERS, and we're now in a position where we can deploy for quite a while and maybe even push those tires. So let's just go for it. We're going to try and defend down this back straight, and then we're going to hopefully charge on a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Bottas in a really good position here. So I don't think Perez is going to get us into turn 1. And Zhao unfortunately losing places. We are trying to keep him going, but it's not been the easiest race for him. He's in a difficult position. There is Perez going round us. Can Bottas stick it through though? He does. He keeps the position. He gets the DRS. Now let's see if all this pushing helps break that gap. Once we break the gap, we can move into a more neutral position and steadily gain. But it's just getting that gap first of all. And he is working hard to do it. Look at that. There we go, that is a second broken now. So we'll start off by calming down the tyres once we know we're comfortably out of the DRS zone. It's going to take a little bit more to go though, but we've been saving this. That's what the ERS saving was for, to get us into this position. 1.5 seconds now. Right, so we're comfortable. We're going to pick it on... get that right. We're going to put that down to standard so that he doesn't overheat the tyres. There we go, he was starting to overheat them. So now, we're just going to leave Bottas just for a little bit on deploy. Zhao is a difficult one. So he is losing positions now. I'm going to stick him on a little bit of aggression. See if he can catch back up. His ERS saving hasn't been the best. Bottas now 2 seconds ahead. We're going to put him onto neutral now though, just because that is a lot of ERS to be using. And hopefully when we come back, he'll be closer to Verstappen. Because we reached that kind of halfway, or we're getting on for the halfway mark of our race, Zhao is still stuck with a battle with Russell behind and Gasly and Norris in front. He's just struggling to make any moves out of this. We're going to have to turn those tires down and just save them. We want to get to our next strategy call. But yeah, in a bit of a predicament with him and not sure where to go exactly. Obviously, he is still sticking with them. But I'm thinking we maybe just settle him down, save on everything, and leave him for his second stop. And we can see where he can go from there. But yeah, not great. We'll probably harvest a little bit of ERS. Well, build that up. He's going to need that. And in the position he's in, he can kind of get away with that. Hamilton's still just up the road, so 6 is still a possibility. But he's just, yeah, not in the greatest positions with Russell now coming in. You can see we have a quick look at Bottas as well once this is done, just to make sure there's no overtakes. Bottas, now 2.6 seconds ahead of Perez, is doing a phenomenal job just pulling away, but he's not able to catch Verstappen. Verstappen is just too quick for us today. But we'll keep Bottas going on the way he's going, because if we get a nice gap, we can just consistently leave him there, and he can secure a nice 4th place, which would be absolutely phenomenal for the constructors and the drivers. It would actually put us, I believe, in 3rd. We'd be ahead of Mercedes. But Zhou Guanyu, yeah, we're keeping him on this harvest. He's still within the time of a second for DRS, so that's crucial. Ultimately, if we lose that, we will lose places, and he's getting close to it. So we've saved him a little bit. So now we'll just skip on a bit and see if he can just keep up with Gasly. What we're going to do now that Zhou is starting to struggle to keep that time, we're going to put him on deploy, just use up what little ERS he has. He is still there, even though this is 1.3 seconds. He definitely is still within the second. But we need him to do a lot better. You know, obviously, we can't criticize him, as I said, too much. He has started 10th. He did a really good job in that first qualifying session. But he's had the opportunity to be as high as 6 now. Strategy-wise, we've maybe not made the best calls with him. But as a driver, you've got to adapt to those calls. So we put him on deploy, see if we can just close that gap. We're going to put him back down to neutral though, as he gets right up behind Gasly now. We'll keep an eye. Is he going to go for overtaking to this last corner? Surely not, no. But can he make a move into turn 1? They've been consistently behind each other, not able to do this. And now Norris is starting to catch Hamilton, which is just going to add an additional car into this battle, which really is not what we want. So see Gasly just stick into Norris's rear. Zhou, is he going to go for any particular attempt? Not this time. Obviously, we've got to remember, we're on the hard tyres, they're on the mediums. Hopefully they're a little bit more worn. They did go late on their tyres. Zhou just can't. He loses so much time in that first turn when he tries to catch. As we can see from this overview, Bottas still doing a good job of keeping a 2-second gap. We're trying not to use up his tyres too much. We can see Zhou is still in that continual battle. Hopefully we'll get a move going. We'll come back for that if it does. We come back and Zhou has been overtaken by Russell. Part of me is thinking of changing the strategy. So if we have a look, the medium tyres, it was meant for Bottas, meant to be lap 18 to lap 41. Possibly thinking of just sticking on a fresh set of mediums for Zhou Guanyu and getting him a big underlap. 20 laps should be fine, as far as I know. So I think we're going to try it. We're going to this strategy is all messed up for Zhou, but we need to do something different.
Box.
So we're getting him to push on the fuel. Nothing really else he can push on. And then obviously Bottas, we're trying to get him to the strategy. But you can see Perez has come back into this a lot more. He's come back fighting. Bottas no longer with a 2-second gap. But there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Who's that for? Can't see it. I wonder if it's Magnussen or Mick or something.
Look at that! They've run wide.
Latifi. There you go. Perez now has started to overtake us. Is he going to make the move stick? Come on, Bottas. Fight for your life. Into turn 3. He just can't keep it. Not happy. That is not a happy chappy. So Zhou now in the pits for this undercut. Just got to try something different there. Hopefully we can get a quick enough pit stop. we don't have to worry too much. There's also, that's the Alpine crew. They're out already, but I don't see any Alpines unless they've just come in for... No, they haven't just come in for a pit stop. And that is that Ferrari wide? I think it's Leclerc. Ooh. 3.3, so still slow stop. So Bottas may have to go in for an early one as well. Ideally, I wouldn't want him to. Sector 1 yellow. Oh my god. So, oh, Tsunoda, okay.
Was that a lock-up on the
So
track?
Bottas has lost a lot of time now. Don't know what's happened to him. Now here's the key element. Do we put him for another mediums now, just to get him to the end? I think he's going to struggle to get to where we want to go on 34%. So I think we're going to do the same with him. This is a risky move, but I'm hoping an underlap again will do a lot for us.
Box, box.
And then we can push on the outlap.
Okay, box.
So I'm going to go aggressive and attack on both drivers. Zhao obviously in free, clean air, but Bottas needs to do something different to get this 4th place. Obviously for 6th, we're not really at risk at the moment of losing that, so we can kind of mellow out with that side of it. This is just as an opportunity to try and get 4th. So we'll do the underlap and we'll see where we come out. Hopefully we can get under a 3-second pit stop this time, but we're going to have to look at what we can do to work on our pit crew. Bottas all on his own there. In actual fact, he might come out during this battle of 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Might have timed this quite badly, actually. Let's hope not. Oh, it's going to be awkward. Is he going to come out in front of it? I hope so. Come on, where is he? Where is he? I can't see. Why is the camera not changing? Oh, he's come out in the midst of it. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Right. Press the wrong button there. So, he's just behind Gasly. So he's going to have to get past. We're going to use overtake, because I need him to get past.
We can try to use overtake end of straight.
Yeah, copy.
Go on, Bottas. Show us what you can do. Gasly defending hard. This is not good. This is not what I wanted to be. I was hoping we could get out in front of this crew of cars. Gasly holding us up. Zhao, where are you at the moment? Right, his tires are too hot, so let's go back down to standard. Bottas is going for a move early. Best just wait until DRS, my friend. He's not even going to bother waiting. He's going to go straight through. Oh, he's forced Gasly just a little bit wide. Do we still get DRS? We do. So hopefully we can pull away a little bit. And let's just skip forward and we'll see where Perez comes out when he pits. So Zhao is in a really strong position. He's come out well ahead of the other guys, but they are all on softs now. Albeit used softs, but they are going to be pushing to catch him. So we're going to put him on aggressive for a little bit. Hope that he can keep pushing this tyre, because he should have a little bit to it. And hope he can keep a strong position. Obviously others still to pit around him, so we'll hopefully wait for that as well. Bottas in a really good position now. So if we just look at the interval, 16 seconds is the gap to, and 18 seconds really to Perez, because they've all just pit, Leclerc and Verstappen. So I will be having Bottas well ahead of Perez, but Perez is going to go on softs, and that is where we look to be possibly struggling at that point. So we're going to put him down just to save the tyres a little bit in case we need to defend. But yeah, let's come back once Perez is pit. So Perez has now gone in for his pit stop. Bottas just coming up to the last corner. Perez, I think, has just gone into his pit box there. I don't know if we're going to have enough of an advantage. It was worth the attempt. So Bottas coming down the main straight now. He is going to come out ahead. But this, as I said, this is the key thing, is it enough? So Perez only just speeding up now. Got a lapped car to get through as well. So we'll put Bottas on a little bit of aggression. See if we can get him through.
Copy.
Zhao, on the other hand, he is just going to come out way ahead of those guys. You can see they've all just pit. So he is in 7th at the moment. Russell, I think, still to pit as well. Yeah, I would expect Russell to pit. It's going to be a close fight for these guys. but it's all going to accumulate in the last 7 or 8 laps, I reckon. So I'm a bit nervous, but we're in really strong positions, and hopefully we can take some really strong points from this race. On both sides of the garage now, our drivers are starting to be caught. And Perez now within a second of Bottas. It was one of these strategies we knew was going to be a risk to try, in the sense of giving us the advantage. But no loss in the long run. You know, we should keep 5th. As long as we don't make any mistakes. Same with Zhou. Zhou's in 6th at the moment, which is absolutely phenomenal. Gasly, though, right behind, and the others are close behind him. And what I'm hoping is that if Gasly starts to catch us, we can kind of use his DRS range and we only lose 6 down to 7th at most. There you can see Bottas has been overtaken by Perez. It's going to be back and forth for the moment. I think we're going to put him on the just kind of standard. We're going to harvest ERS, so when we come to the last few laps, we can maybe give it a last go. Same with Zhou, we're going to put him on balanced. We're going to get him to harvest and see what we can do.
Copy.
So I did that, thinking that was going to be a beautiful decision, and we've actually lost nearly a second on both of them for DRS range. So which we don't want. We don't want to lose that DRS range, because that is going to put us at a big disadvantage if we do that. Is Zhou still within it? We may have to put him on deployed just to quickly sneak up behind again. Yep, we're going to have to get him catching Gasly once again. Bottas very close to not being in that range either. Not what I want, but we can go fairly aggressive, I think. I think we're going to go attack with Bottas.
Okay, Valtteri, close the gap.
All good.
Zhou, his tyres are, you know what, still in a semi-decent position. We're going to go aggressive just to try and catch back up. Obviously, deploy, no longer really an option with it being that low, but he'll hopefully see that gap come down. What we can do with Bottas, so we can put him on deploy. He's got 70-80%, so we can easily get him to catch Perez, I think. Should be by this middle sector, maybe. Caught back up. Depends how good these medium tires are on this track. Let's have a look at as well the quality difference of the tires. So, you know what, the percentage difference, obviously, ultimately, fully fit soft against fully fit medium is better, and the same with a 60% warm soft against 60% warm medium. Oh, 2 hot tires. Yeah, we are struggling. We are going to struggle here, aren't we? Zhou not able to bring it back within that second, I don't think. We're going to be really weak to the cars behind. We've only got 7 laps to go as well. Let's put him back on pushing the fuel. Same with Bottas. We've got enough fuel to do it. Bottas just needs you to get in that second window, my friend. Can we do 1.17? It's so close. Same with Zhou. So close. Just not quite there yet. Come on. The thing that worries me about Zhou is he could go down as low as 11th now. He's getting caught from behind. He's not locked up. Oh, it's one of the Aston Martins. Unfortunately, not one I'm too concerned about. So, having a look at it, I don't think he's going to manage it. So, we're just going to reduce everything to balanced. No point risking his position now.
We need more lift and coast.
And as you can see, Zhou being overtaken by Hamilton. It's kind of starting to go wrong now for him.
We're currently P8.
Come on, Zhou. You've only got a few more laps to go. We're going to put him on standard. His tyres are starting to go quite a bit. We've got the fuel though to push, so hopefully we can get this in the end. Let's just go on board, keep an eye with him, see if he can take this position. Hamilton pushing the right to the back, Gasly, and Zhou losing so much time. I think maybe he's just not that great on these medium tyres. Look at all that time lost. We have a look behind. Yeah, we got Norris right behind. I think he's, I think we're looking at maybe no points for Zhao. I don't want to think that, but it is difficult, this. He's just not able to catch. He's just lost that form that he had midway in this race. Obviously, they are all on softs. Maybe it was too much of a risk to do this with Zhao. Maybe we should have just been Bottas. We stuck with this medium strategy. Thought we could have gained enough of an advantage. He is looking like he's still got DRS. So defending wise, he can still do that. Oh, is Norris nearly... And there, Hamilton, sorry. Get my driver's keys. Hamilton lost a lot of time going for Gasly there. That brings Zhao... Oh, he was quite close to him. Not anymore. Goes defensive. I'm on the edge of a seat here. This is too much for me. This is far too much. We've lost such a big chunk of time to Hamilton now. We just don't want to lose all our points that Zhao could get. You know, we got Bottas in 5th, which is absolutely phenomenal. Yep, so we're going to have to start saving, well, not saving fuel, but just make sure we don't lose it. And obviously after this set, it was a 100% ratio of safety cars at Bahrain. We've not even had, anyway, we did have a VSC briefly. But yeah, nothing like that. Zhao is defending for his life. He's absolutely phenomenal. With 5 laps to go.
Seems to have been a lockup.
That's 6 laps to go.
Oh, 6 laps to go. Only just onto lap 52. So I can't push Zhao's tyres anymore. He's on the edge with them as it is. We're just going to have to keep going. So what we'll do is we'll fast forward just a little bit. Hopefully he can keep a hold of his positions. Oh, I think it's going to be no. Norris has got him, and the Alpines are looking to get him as well.
Joe, keep pushing.
I can't give him any commands to push. We don't have enough within the car to do it now. He's going to try and do it on his own merit.
Gain a position.
He's only going to get 2 points as it stands if he keeps his position. The car's run wide. Who's that? Is that... Oh, I think it's just, again, one of the Haas's.
That sounds like someone.
Oh, it's Verstappen. So Verstappen's now in a battle for, with Sainz for 2nd. He lost that much time. And Leclerc, oh my god. So I don't know what happened there. Christ. I mean, kudos to Bottas. 5th is so good. I mean, obviously qualified that high, but to, you know, Hamilton's nowhere near. Mercedes really struggled this one as Zhao nearly went for Norris. He's still got some life left in this car. Let's just check. Are their tyres a lower percentage than ours? No, they're about the same. So, more than likely, they're not going to run out of tyres for us. Alonso could. Now, that would be good. If he goes below 30%, he's going to really struggle. But here we go. Zhao. Oh, he's just got Alonso on his outside. No, not quite. Oh, I thought Alonso was going for it. Come on, Zhao. You've got an opportunity now to get Norris. You're in a decent position. Gasly too far up the road. But Norris, yeah, he's going to try it. He's going attacking. Norris doesn't defend the inside line. And he goes flying past him. Is Alonso going to do the same to Norris? He is. If they battle a little bit, that helps us. No, they don't battle. Norris concedes the position. Zhou goes up into 8th. Got a lot of defend of Alonso. Alonso is absolutely going for it. Here we go. Alonso around the outside. And Alonso does it. Easy move for Alonso. Back down to 9th in the space of a few corners. Oh. But as well, obviously, I'm wearing a McLaren cap. Let's just ignore that. So Zhao, you've still got this opportunity. We've still got laps to go. I don't even want to fast forward. I want to keep a hold of him because we do have a little bit of ERS we can toy with. You know what? I'm going to try and harvest it. We're going to be cheeky. We're going to see, just to make sure that we can get a position right at the end. So here comes Zhou. He's going to go down the inside of Alonso. He's going to try and take that place back. And he does get the move done, does he? No, Alonso's still there.
3 laps and 4 laps to
A
go.
lot of conversations going on between our drivers and their engineers. Zhao still going. We're saving that ERS. That is our target for the moment. Norris going to try and sneak up the outside, but he's not got enough of a gap there.
From Alpine.
We should get Alonso, and this is all going to swap again, hopefully. We're just going to save this ERS. I'm going to keep it, hopefully, until maybe lap 56, 57. There we go. Alonso goes defensive. Zhao should get this move done fairly easily. He does, and Norris tries to sneak down the inside, nearly hitting the back of us. Right, Zhao. You're going to lose that position again, I think. But we're going to continue to save ERS.
For Alfa Romeo.
No, he's still got it. So right, let's go into neutral now, because we have a decent bit saved up there.
Motor race. Copy.
Let's push him on the fuel. We've got a bit of a gap there. Hamilton's lost the place to Gasly. So as it stands, we would definitely be ahead of Mercedes in the constructors in the first race. Long way to go. Another 21 races after that. But it's a good start if we can keep that. So it's the main guys that are first, second, third. They've gone to lap 5. We're still on lap 54 for Zhao at the moment, as Alonso goes flying past, nearly hitting us on the way. Right, come on, Zhao. You've still got this in you.
That'll be 3 laps to go.
He's on these medium tyres. Not the job I expected him to do. I've been critical and I've been praising him at different times. Quite the drag turnaround. Alonso is about to lose his tyres though. Yeah, he's down to 30%. As soon as he drops a little bit further, he's going to drop off a little bit of a cliff now. Same with Norris behind. May come into life for us in the last few laps here. Gonna keep an eye on this. Zhao closed the DRS there, did he? And he just hit the brakes a little bit. Norris then is going to take the advantage and try and go round down the inside of us. Doesn't get it. Right, Alonso on 29% now, so he should be struggling a little bit from now on. So we're going to stick with the pushing on the fuel and nothing else. I'm going to save the deploying the ERS till the last lap, I think. As the top 3 now move on to the penultimate lap. If Zhao gets 8th, he gets 4 points. Bottas 5th would get 10 points. 18 from our first race would absolutely be the best result we could have got. Other than obviously the top 3 drivers having crashed out and Bottas going to get a podium. But ultimately, the best result we could have wished for. As Zhao goes down the inside of Alonso there. A position I didn't think he was in a place to take. He's going to battle Alonso now right up the hill. Onto this kind of 3rd straight. Or 4th straight, sorry, I should say. Sticks side by side with him. Hopefully slightly behind so he gets DRS. He is.
Focus on the race now.
Race engineer just trying to bring Zhao's focus back, thinking that he's lost a place. But oh my god, Zhao is just absolutely driven at this point. Here you go, DRS already open, already going past. Norris probably going to get past Alonso as well. Is Ocon going to get in there as well? Is Alonso just going to be swamped completely? Obviously, those tyres should be done for him. Yeah, look at that gap he's created. Let's go into the deploy now. Let's get him that 2nd gap. We don't need any more battling than it's worth. Come on, Zhao. Obviously, we're going to lose the tyres soon as well. But they're all dropped. It's only Ocon that has fresher tyres than us. But hopefully, Zhao can push on a little bit now while he's still got a bit of tyres. 25% is bad for Alonso. Is it bad enough, though? Let's see what Zhao's going to do. Is he going to create any form of gap? There is one starting to form there. We need almost Ocon to cause a little bit of grief with Alonso. Reality, Alonso should be allowing his teammate pass to go for the battle if the team were on it, but they're not on it today. Bottas about to go on to his final lap. Maybe you've gone a bit too early. I'm going to have to put him back down to neutral. Thought he had enough in him there to make a little bit of a gap. Now he's down to the 30% mark. This is too close for comfort. I think we've pushed Zhao a bit too early. We're not going to have enough ERS to defend in this final lap, I don't think. Maybe onto the second ERS straight we can do something. Here goes Alonso. Is he going to have enough in him? Oh, yes. Come on, Zhao. Need to fight back. Don't lose it now. Come on, come on. We're gonna save it. We're just gonna wait to use overtake for the main next DRS zone. Sorry, I've talked about 2 DRS zones. There's definitely 3. That's the second one there, and the third one is coming up. So we're gonna save it. Come on. We're gonna go for overtake on this main one down here.
Copy.
So that is Verstappen having won the first race of the season with Sainz and Leclerc just behind. We're going to switch out to overtake. Come on. We need you to make this move down here. He's losing a bit of time here. Come on, Zhao. Come on. You've got this. He's lost so much time here. Can he make anything happen? He does. He goes into 8th position. I didn't expect the ERS to have that much of an effect. Now we don't have anything left to use. Bottas comes home in 5th. Come on, Zhao. Just 2 more corners to go. Can we keep this?
When you stop, just engine off.
Here we go. Alonso still within half a second. He could still make something happen if he's got ERS left. He is closing the gap. Come on. Round that final corner. Here we go. Alonso's right behind him. He's pushing to try and catch him. Across the line. Oh, we do it. Oh, we get 8th place. Oh my god. There you go. Look how much it means to him. What a race that was. That finale was not what I expected there. I didn't expect to be fighting so hard for a position. Normally it ends up like Bottas, where he's just kind of in his own place, but that was something special, that. There we go. The guys in the garage are very happy with that. Although, if anything, they were the worst performers with their 3-second pit stops. A lot of work to do from the garage.
Not a bad run from Alfa Romeo this weekend, but before
5th and 8th. What a result that was.
look at what they can improve.
Yep, plenty for them to think about and strategize. And
look how happy everyone is.
That's right.
That is when testing has come together and you get good results.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
There we go. As Karun Karthikeyan. No. Well, I've said that. Actually, I just realized I said that earlier in the video. It's Karun Chandhok. It's Karthikeyan is a completely different driver. How I've got them two mixed up, I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, there is the end results then. So Bottas in 5th gets us 10 points. Zhao in 8th gets 4. So the drivers obviously look the exact same. But the constructors are 3rd place ahead of Mercedes, AlphaTauri, Alpine, and McLaren. McLaren didn't even score a point. Lando Norris getting 11th in the end there. What a result that was. Plenty of experience points. Look at Zhao's experience points there. Compared to, yeah, you're not probably getting any. The finances, a good weekend there of improvements. Oh, what a result that was. There we go. Team Hub has been completed. And there, let's just have a look at what they said about that. Team Hub complete. Suspension manufactured. Oh, yes. That is good. So we've got a few manufactured parts. Post-race, yeah, they are talking about Alfa Romeo. That's what I like to see, exceeding expectations. So as you can see, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, my camera's slightly in the way there, is 4 days away. So in our next video, we'll come back for that race. That is what the plan is, to kind of do a video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my kind of return to content creating. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're coming back from the Facebook stream page, welcome back. Everyone, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of that result and what you're hoping to see from the season. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.